Alright, good evening. We'll continue a little bit more on problem solving under geometric progression. Okay, so we take this question. Alright, now you're given your progression is got 0 0.8, 0 0.96, 1.152. Okay, so this is our geometric progression sequence given. Okay, now this progression has got n terms. They wanted to find the least value of n such that this is your n term, okay, is more than 15. All right. Okay, so first thing first, we look for the two things that we need to substitute into the equation or formula, sorry. So I'll find what's my a first. So my a is actually 0 0.8. My r would be, I'll take it as t2 over t1, so which is be 0 0.96 over 0 0.8. Okay, 0 0.96 over 0 0.8, that will give me about, sorry, we get about 1.2. Okay, that's my r value. Okay, so now what we're looking for is the n. You want to know what's the value of n? Okay, such that the least value, that means the smallest, right? Okay, so Tn equals to AR n minus 1. That's my formula. Okay, and which they say Tn is more than 15. Tn has to be greater than 15. This is what it says lah. Alright, okay. So now substitute Tn is this. So A, R is 1.2, n minus 1 must be greater than 15. Okay, so 1.2 n minus 1, 15, 0 0.8. So we'll actually get 15 over 0 0.8, that will be about 18.75. Okay, so that means now if I'm going to look for this, okay, what we can actually do is we use back the concept of what we have seen in indices and log. Can the base be the same? Okay, let's try. Can I switch that to 1.2? No. Okay, so for cases like this, what we can actually do, we introduce log. Left hand side and your right hand side. Okay, so now this is your power. It comes down as your multiple. This is the third law if you've done the power law. So this is log 1.2 greater than log 18.75. Okay, so n minus 1, 75 over log of this. Okay, so use your calculator. You solve that. 75, sorry, log divided by, okay, so we get about 16.077. I got that. Okay, just double check. 18.75 divided by, okay, this is what we got. That means n now is greater than, bring over, this is 17.077. So a number which is bigger than this, so the nearest, okay, or the nearest I can go after the 17.077 is about 18. Okay, So that is the smallest value that n can take, so that my Tn now will become greater than 15. So that's the answer. Okay, so this is one question. All right. Okay, we try one more. Okay, now this question. So I'm just picking at random so that you can actually do the exercises later. Okay, now they want to determine the first term and the common ratio. Common ratio. This is ratio. All right, for the given progression. Okay, so that means I know my A is always the first term, 3, and my R will become T2 over T1, which is 12 over 3, R is 4. All right, okay, after that, so I'm actually showing you all the 3 concepts in one question, because normally when it comes problem solving, you need to use all the 3, all right, you need to use all the 3 in one question. Okay, now let's say the question wants to find the 12th term. Okay, so the 12th term will be ARN minus 1. That's what we're going to use. Okay, now my T is 12 because they say the 12th term. So T12 equals to A, R. R here, we got it as 4. So this is 12 minus 1. Okay, so this is 3. So 4 to the power of 11. Okay, it's quite a big number. 419, 4, 3, 0. 4194, 304. So when I multiply it by 3, it's quite big. It's 1, 2, 5, 8, 2, 9, 1, 2. Okay, I'll just leave it as that. So that's my A, that's my R. Okay, so now the question wants you to find the sum. Okay, let's say we convert this. The sum of the first 5th term, we change it to 5. Alright, okay, so now when you're talking about sum here, you got to check. Now, your Sn, we've got two categories. One is when it's greater than 1, one is when it's less than 1. So greater than 1, your formula is A R to the power n minus 1 over R minus 1. Okay, now for if it's less than A, 1 minus R to the power n over 1 minus R. Okay, so this is 1, this is 1. Okay, so now how do I decide? You check your R. Here my R is 4. So if R is 4 means you're going to go for this one here. Okay, so Sn is A R power n minus R minus 1. So this is why, because my R is greater than 1. So I'm looking for 5, the first 5 terms, the sum of it. So my A is 3, R is 4, power 5 minus 1 over 4 minus 1. Okay, so when you work it out, you will actually get minus 1 times 3, 3069. This is 3, so we get about 1023. Okay, so that will be my sum of the first 5 terms. I changed 12 to 5 because I think 12 is going to be really big. Okay, so here is just to show you the concept on how to actually use the formula and which formula do we pick, because Sn has got 2. All right, okay, I'll show you one more question. Okay, here they want to find the sum of the progression. Okay, this is all that's given to us. the sum of these progression, sum, okay, as what we saw just now, sum has got 2. One is when r is greater than 1, one is when r is less than 1. Okay, so what we can do is we check out first what's your a. Okay, so my a is going to be 2. This is when a is 2, my r is 2 over 3 over 2, or this becomes 2 over 3 divided by 2. So divided means 1 over 2. So r is 1 over 3. Okay, so the r value is 1/3. So now we need to find our n because we want our sum. So what we do is we use this first to get my n. The concepts are almost the same as what we did under progression, arithmetic progression. Okay, now this is my last term given. That's my nth term. So this is 2 over 729. Okay, a is 2, r is 1/3, n minus 1. Okay, so what happens here, this and this can actually cancel out. So you actually get a 1 here. Okay, so 729 can be converted to 3 to the power of it's 243 times 2. So that will become 6, 3 to the power of 6. Okay, this is actually 3 to the power of 6. That's 729. Now, why did I do that? Because I see a 3 here. So I'm trying to use the concept of indices. If cannot, then we do it like just what we just now. We use log. So this is 3n minus 1. Okay, likewise, like what we did just now, we just compare. So it's 3n minus 1 is 3 to the power of 6. N minus 1 is 6. So n becomes 7. So that means this is actually my 7th term. Alright? Okay, this is actually my 7th term. Okay, so now to find my sum. Okay, sum here, r is 1/3. Means r is less than 1. So if it's less than 1, the formula that we're going to use is 1 minus r to the power of n, 1 minus r. This is when r is less than 1. Why did I pick this? Because my r is 1 over 3. R is 1 over 3 from here. So that's why my r is less than 1. So I'm looking at 7 terms here. So S7, this is A. My A just now was 2. 1 minus 1 over 3 to the power of 7. 1/3. Okay? Okay, so we solve this. Use your calculator. So 1 minus... Okay, then we times it by 2. And I'm going to divide it by 2/3. Okay, so I get about 2.9986. Okay, just double check one more round. R is 1/3. This is 2. A is 2. 1 R. So 1 minus... Sorry. Over 7. So we got that. Times it by 2. Then we divide it by 2 over 3. Okay. So you get this, right? 2.9986. Okay, so I'll leave it as that. So that's the answer. Okay, so now these are some of the questions that we have done. So what you can actually do is, please complete skill practice. 13. You've got 2 questions there, question 1 and question 2. Okay, can you please complete this? Thank you.